To examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for DeAndre Ayton.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. The forwards for them, Bridges and Johnson. Chris Paul is out there with Booker, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, the front court spots filled by Harris and Durant. Landry Shamet is out there with Irving, and it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Johnson, back to Paul. Kicks it to Ayton. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 6. From the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And we're at the starting gates of a long NBA season, and for a team looking Doris to go all the way, what's most important to establish early?
Well, I think first and foremost, commitment to the collective, meaning are you putting team first? And obviously there's always new faces. Can you integrate those personalities and the basketball skill set, get everyone on the same page? There's so much to be worked out early.
Now here's Paul. The Suns need to get a shot off for 3, Bridges, and it's Irving with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Ayton. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Paul for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He has proven that you have got to get out and contest on the three-point shot. Chris Paul is always efficient from 3.
Now here's Durant. Here's the pass to Harris. Back to KD. Shoots over Bridges, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
You simply can't bite on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
The first one falls. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Ayton. Over Green. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Shamet kicks to Durant. Pass to Irving. Back to KD. Outside Irving. 4 on the shot clock. To the middle. And KD throws it down.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
Paul passes to Ayton. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. A shot by Paul, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving passes to Harris. Outside, KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got 8 points.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Passes it to Ayton. Now, here's Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For 3, Booker, good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Irving. The tray. KD's shot is off. Bridges dishes to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Shoots the three. Kept alive. And Ayton stays with it.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And there's the pass to Durant. Going in.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
And here is Paul. Pass to Ayton. Bridges kicks to Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
First one falls for him. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Second free throw, no good. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. KD drives in.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
Pass to Ayton. He kicks to Bridges. Booker with no one around. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Pass to Durant. Green with a screen on Booker. Here's Shamet. Green, the pass to Shamet. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving dishes to KD. 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges a screen on Green. Ball against Irving. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you can see the tenacity of Chris Paul in play there. He refuses to give up on the shot, wants to get the end one. Nicely done.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. And the Suns making a change here as well. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Johnson.
Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Both free throws good from Green. Here's Payne. Johnson outside. Kicks to Bridges. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Over Green. Ayton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 5.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Brown outside. Back to Irving. Shades over Payne. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the jumper is on the mark. And now a 7-point Phoenix lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Outside Irving. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Johnson outside. And the pass to Bridges. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Griffin kicks to Brown. Pass to Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 2-point Suns lead.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Johnson outside. Passes it to Booker. Back to Bridges. Booker outside. No good on the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Brown kicks to Griffin. Harris looking it over. Three-pointer. Headshot off. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Payne passes to Ayton. Over Green. And that one's good, Ayton. And the Suns lead by 4. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Green. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Joe Harris. And for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Johnson. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Brown outside. Outside Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
He gets that one. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The pass to Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Griffin hits them both. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now here's Payne. Right wing for three, Bridges. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Now Brown. Pass to Irving. Basket counts. Irving's got 7 points.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Now here's Payne. Passes it to Booker. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Irving. Jordan with a screen on Bridges. Here's Luwawu. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Suns leading by 5. Now here's Booker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside Irving. Here's Jordan. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Payne looking around. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game here or there, but, you know, everybody's still, you know, happy for each other. You know, we're just trying to build.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
The front court spot's filled by Harrison Durant. The natural out there with Brown, and it's Green in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. Here's James following the basket by Chris Paul. Pass to KD. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to James. Durant's got 15.
Well, the defense can only do so much. You try to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, and even without any space, able to make the jumper.
Now, here's Bridges. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And here is James. Green with a screen on Bridges. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Durant.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Carter kicks to Craig. Now here's Kaminsky, guarded by Green. Paul off on the layup.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The pass to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Ball against James. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Paul outside. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here is Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. James against Paul. And stolen by James. It's Durant on the wing. James outside. Back to Durant. They double team KD. Stolen by Carter. Here's Bridges. Out to Carter. Here he goes. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Kaminsky's got his first basket.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changed his out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Here's James. He has 5. Durant wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Brown against Carter. Brown with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Got a hand on it. Harris up top. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Suns. Al Paul, 13 points in the game. To the wing right side. Craig passes to Kaminsky. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to James. Here's the floater. Doesn't go for him. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Bridges with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Bruce Brown. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Devin Booker in for Carter. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's KD following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Brooklyn. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
To the inside and stolen by Booker. 3-on-3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, crafty, that seems to be the word most applied to Booker. Able to get the defense to overreact.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Free throw good, Booker.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
Both free throws good from Booker. Nets trail by 9. Now, here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Irving kicks to Shamet to end the run. And Paul pulls it down.
And they continue to control the glass.
Driving the lane. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Last season's performance for him put up about 14 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now, here's Irving. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Suns leading by 11.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Now Durant following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. And the shot is good. KD's got 19 points.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Shamet. Green with a screen on Paul. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green, and it's Blake Griffin in for Kevin Durant. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. Passes to Shamet. The Nets working the ball around now. Drills it from outside. Harris has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
On the wing, Johnson. Dishes to Booker. 6 to shoot. Shoots. A rebound by the Nets. And here is Shamet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Out to Harris. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Now it's just a 3-point Suns lead.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Johnson outside. At the top of the key, Ayton. Bridges with it. Booker outside. Lets it fly. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now Irving. He has 7. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. He takes it in. Feeds to Booker. The pass to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. They get it back.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Irving finds Shamet. Over Johnson. And it's Shamet missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Johnson. Ayton with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Griffin with the steal. On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. 1:27 left now here in the second. Poked away and stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Shoots over Shamet. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The game now all time. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Poked loose. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
So he gets them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
On the wing, Booker. Irving against Paul. Johnson for three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving against Paul. Here's Shamet. And the Nets miss again. Well, Phoenix shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Bridges passes to Booker. Paul for three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. And a deep three from Irving. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I'll tell you, you cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 19 points, 2 blocked shots, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, it's a heads-up, unselfish game they're playing. Their passing has been very sharp, and nobody is standing still. Guys are moving and finding open shots.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Johnson and Ayton are the inside pair. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the point. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Booker. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. In the corner, Shamet with it. Shot clock at 5. Rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Passes it to Paul. For 3, Booker. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now here's Irving. The 15-footer, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Suns trailing. Pass to Ayton. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
For 3, Booker bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 16.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Irving passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 10. Booker, great pass to set up the lay-in. And that's 18 points for Devin Booker.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Paul against Irving. He dishes it to Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he makes the first. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's tipped and stolen by Booker. For 3, Bridges hands it from downtown. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Now the pass to Durant. Into the lane. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Ayton. Bridges a screen on Green. Ayton the pass to Paul. Launches it. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the Nets, another 3.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 10. Johnson left side. And no good. Nice defense from KD. Shamet up top, defended by Booker. He gets it in there. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to Ayton. Tipped away. Durant with the steal. Pass to Irving. Paul with the steal. The pass to Ayton. He kicks it to Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Shamet. A 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here is Paul. 18 points for him. Bridges with it. Over Harris. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
You know, another thing I've noticed is how many of their baskets are coming off assists. Great ball movement for them all day.
The first free throw is good.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Suns also making a change. Craig's checked in. Ayton hits them both. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They lead by 1. Passes it to KD. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Bridges. Here's Craig. Phoenix, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Irving, good.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving, outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
The pass to Bridges. Here's Craig. And it's all evened up. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Irving dishes to KD. Rebound by the Suns. Bridges has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Paul outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Craig for the lead. That shot no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Irving surveying the floor. Passes it to KD. And the rejection by Ayton. Booker in the corner. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving passes to KD. Irving sets a screen for KD. From the top of the key, and that one drops. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Bridges up top. 5 points in the game. Paul with the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. And Phoenix also making a switch. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Pass to Irving. There's the drive. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Paul passes to Kaminsky. Knocked away. Griffin with the steal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And a big man that plays with a lot of versatility in his game. Opponents have to be cautious of Griffin on the drive.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Blake Griffin.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Suns trail by 3. And the pass to Kaminsky. Here's Craig, defended by Griffin. Ayton kicks to Craig. Ayton trying to break free. Craig can't get it to go.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And a change for the Suns. Carter, he's checked in for Paul. Now Carter. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the drive. Griffin with some nice D. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
5 to shoot, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Craig kicks to Kaminsky. Ayton a screen on Brown. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brown. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Booker outside. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 20 points for Devin Booker.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Irving against Carter. And here's Harris from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 15.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Suns trail by 8.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here is Carter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ayton a screen on Irving. Carter. It's good from the top of the key. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The front court spot's filled by Harris and Durant. Landry Shamet is out there with the natural, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul so smart at getting to his spots.
Pass to Durant. Back to James. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Carter. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from James. And Durant, here we go.
KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Suns trail by 9. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Paul outside. Passes it to Bridges. Takes the 3. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Shamet finds James. The shot from the low post is good. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Kaminsky. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Brooklyn leading by 11. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jordan with the screen on Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Well, you love how Durant goes into the contact. This guy is always looking for an opportunity to get to the foul line.
He's off on the first.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. A 12-point game. Kaminsky sets the pick for Paul to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Paul's got 22.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Harris outside. There's Shamet, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Shamet's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. Paul passes to Kaminsky. Ball's knocked loose. And he drives in, and Durant sends it back. And finished off by Kaminsky.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Brooklyn leading by 10. James, the pass to Shamet. Back to James. Takes it in. Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Brownie's checked in for Landry Shamet. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
That's good from Harris.
Now you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
Now here's Payne. Carter with a screen on James. Payne dishes to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
On the wing, Brown. To the paint. Here's Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Payne. Kaminsky sets the pick for Payne. The shot, no good. James with some nice D. Nets leading by 14. Brown outside. Pass to James. Here's the dish to Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Payne passes to Kaminsky. Harris against Bridges. Out to Carter for the three. No good that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And here is Brown. And there's the pass to James. Driving in. An easy 2 points on the layup. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here is Carter. Here's Kaminsky. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw missing. So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for James. Phoenix also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Payne. And it's Booker in for Carter. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Irving passes to Brown. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
So for the Suns, Carter, he's checked in for Johnson. And Chris Paul subbed in for Kaminsky. Free throw, good, Irving. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Luwawu, the pass to Green, and that one good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Irving. You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. For example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Suns trail by 21. Pass to Paul. Johnson surveying the floor. Drives to the hoop. And that one falls for Johnson. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Nets leading by 20. Shamet with it. Outside, Green. Outside, Irving. Shamet on the wing. Outside for Griffin. There's the pass to Harris. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Green finds Harris. In the corner, it's Griffin. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ayton, the pass to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Nets leading by 22. Right side, Irving. Pass to Harris. Puts up a 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Johnson outside. Bridges kicks to Booker. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Now Shamet. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 19 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Ayton, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Johnson. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Ayton.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Passes it to Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, easy call.
And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Paul. Ayton a screen on Irving. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kevin Durant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Paul outside. Over Irving. Misses off the left iron. And the Nets with possession. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you guys were down early, but you came back. At what point did you take over the game?
I think we still came out a little flat at the beginning of the game, but, we got ourselves together, gathered ourselves, and we know that, in order to win games and championships, we have to come out and get stops. So that's what we did.
And that turned things around, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.